Welcome back to the Film Knobs Podcast, everybody.
Woo! Film Knobs Podcast, everyone. Loose movie discussion podcast hosted by me and my two big dumb idiot friends as we attempt to talk about movies every week and try and not ruin our friendship. This week, kind of going off of last week's train ride there where we did Bowden's favorite director, we're kind of jumping onto my favorite director now. And that would be our Lord and Savior, better than Quentin Tarantino, Martin Scorsese.
Yikes.
Yeah. Critically acclaimed Italian-American, he's been in the game for 50 years.
I believe he's American-Italian, but...
True. He could, interchangeable, I believe.
Some would say, vice versa.
Yeah, what is the difference?
I think, Italian-American would be that you came from America and then...
From Italy, and then...
Yeah, but being born in America, but you are Italian. Yeah, vice versa.
Yeah, but do they call other, people in other countries that? Do they do the hyphenated thing that Americans do? Like, Asian American, but in, Japan, would you be an American Japanese?
That's a good question.
Do other countries do that?
I feel like we're the only countries that go, I'm Italian, I'm Russian, name everything we are, an ancestry, who did our ancestry.
Yeah, I have no perspective outside of this country, so
yeah,
I have no idea.
Now that I think about it, though, that probably doesn't happen a lot, considering America is, super unique in that we're, the most melting pot of a country in the world. We have so many different types of people here, so it's probably makes sense that we do that. Other countries probably don't.
Yeah. Sponsored by Ellis Island.
Ellis Island?
They're really in need of money right now.
There are other ports of entry now.
No, just that one. Just that one still.
Oh, man.
They're trying to get some name recognition. Oh, fuck, I know.
Oh, well, yeah, that's good.
Words.
I like that. Name recognition.
Words are tough. It's okay.
Yeah, speaking of words, Martin Scorsese says a lot of them.
He's good at them.
He's good at them. For flawless transition there. But we're going to be talking about, a bunch of different Scorsese movies, why he's my favorite director. I didn't see all of his films. I'll just say that straight up. He has a fucking catalog of movies because he's been directing since the fucking 50s.
Okay, now Bowden, I know last week you picked Quentin Tarantino as your favorite director. Have you seen all his movies?
Who, Tarantino?
Yeah, suck a dick.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's my favorite director, and I absolutely adore him. So naturally, I made the effort to watch all of his.
Suck a tit.
That makes sense. That makes logical sense on how you could say that is your favorite director, and
exactly.
You could talk because you've seen everything. Understandable. Go on, Chase.
No, but
we see eye to eye.
It's so okay. So we have 1 week maybe we should change this to bi-weekly releases because in 1 week I could not binge physically all of the movies I needed to binge for him. He has so many movies and documentaries, which you'd love, Ashton. There's a bunch, and short films and shit like that. He's just done so much shit.
Have you watched any of his short films?
I have not watched any of his short films, no, or his documentaries.
Oh, nice! Wow, this is amazing. You're going.
Yeah, I know.
Good.
I mean, a bunch of his movies.
Are you able to at least elucidate to us what you even like about the guy?
Yeah. So no, listen. So I've seen Bowden. So there are 10 movies that Tarantino has directed that you've seen. I've seen 10 movies. Exactly.
9 movies, but okay.
Okay, whatever. I've seen about 10 movies of Scorsese, and I know enough about his film directing that he's my favorite that I know of right now.
No, I know. I was asking you what you like. Go into your spiel. What do you like about the guy?
You're genuinely. I thought you were flaming me.
No.
Full on defense mode right now. So what do I genuinely like about Tarantino? I was trying to figure out exactly what his film style was as I was watching through his movies this week, and try and pick one or two of his specific unique styles that he directs with, or things that are film specific to him and his movies that make his directing him.
Yeah.
And obviously one of the main things is his portrayal and writing of the Italian mafia in film, and just how he can write and weave a story of drama and crime and betrayal in those types of movies, specifically New York style too. There's a few that he really caters to in New York that are fucking fantastic, that he's critically acclaimed for. Obviously there's Mean Streets, which is his first breakthrough Italian crime movie. Have you guys sine that one?
No, I don't think so. What's it called?
Mean Streets. It's called Mean Streets. Harvey Keitel.
Yeah,
Robert De Niro.
I've heard of it. I've never seen it though.
Yeah. Did you know that? I believe no, I'm mistaken. I was about to talk about Raging Bull, but
That's him, yeah.
I believe Robert De Niro and Harvey Keitel.
That's Joe Pesci in that one.
Keitel, yeah.
I believe like that was their like big roles, like that made them pretty big after those.
I mean, Mean Streets. I think it was shit. Don't quote me. 1970 or 60 fucking. It was really early.
Well, yeah. What a good time.
Mean Streets. 1973 was when that came out. That actually launched. It's what's known to have launched Robert De Niro's career. He played like a hot-headed, guy who borrowed money from everybody, and he's kind of getting into trouble. People tried to protect him. And it was this whole fucking thing. You guys would love it. It kind of it reminds you, obviously, a lot of Goodfellas in the way it's written, dialogue-wise and shit like that, because Goodfellas came later. But he's so good at writing dialogue too. But I know that's something you appreciate in a lot of Tarantino's films.
Now, do you know the first movie that he's done?
Who's That Knocking at My Door? Yeah. I believe it's the first movie he's full.
You ever see that
feature-length film you see? No, I didn't watch that one.
Do you know what it's about though?
I don't know exactly what it's about, but I did hear in watching Mean Streets that that Mean Streets is kind of like a philosophical sequel to that movie. So I don't know entirely what it's about, but if it caters to this or is like what Mean Streets is, I fucking like it already. Have you seen it?
Well, no, it just it's like you said, he stays very like to his home, like New York City. Like a lot of stuff involves Italian Americans all the time.
Yeah.
Like for 67, the movie like has to do with a lot of like touchy topics, like fucking rape, all that stuff.
Oh my god, yeah. And he's so diverse, dude. He's done so much different shit. He did Cape Fear, which is like a psycho thriller type movie. I don't know if you guys saw that one. That one's fucking, oh my god, I wanted him to do a horror film so bad. After seeing that, I was like, this guy can write like
him and Jordan Peele. Scorsese and
that would be
Jordan Peele.
insane.
That'd be a crazy horror.
Oh damn.
Oh, that'd be a fun episode too. Picking two directors together to collaborate.
And then we write a film, yeah.
And then we contact them. Write this down. What are you saying though, Bo?
I was just saying that I love all his portrayals of like the Italian mob in his movies and stuff that he loves to do so much. Because like you don't like turn on CNN and see like, oh, the Italian mafia has like lit up a bar in downtown Queens. Like it's not like it's almost like the mafias don't exist in the real world, or if they do, they're never known about. So maybe they're not like big. But like in all of his movies, he makes the Italian mob to be this huge organization. They're so pervasive in where they're located. They're so prolific. But like all we get when we turn on the news in real life is like a new right-wing terrorist who wants to like LARP as a vigilante and like shoots up a church.
Well, I think that's our media now. I imagine back then in New York in like the 70s, the news was its prime stuff. I imagine in the newspaper there was plenty of talk about the mob and all that.
I think it was much easier for them to commit all of those crimes though too back then.
Yeah, because like even when you watch the films, like they always have like newspaper clippings or whatever, or like maybe they will have like some fucking like
that's a good point, like Capone and shit.
Yeah, so I'm sure like that's how like it was very known back then, but I'm pretty sure now the mob is like a little more underground to where
more hush hush.
Yeah, a little more hush hush.
Dude, literally underground. When they got El Chapo out or whatever, that's a mob, right?
That's not the Italian mob, but yeah, I get it.
Mexican. Talking about mobs.
That's a cartel.
Similar. One step up.
Italian mob's gonna come in. Scorsese's gonna have a talk with you.
We're crossing some swords here right now.
But Bowden, yeah, like to your point though, if it like as a kid, like there was no way I was knew about the mob until I seen Goodfellas and all that stuff. Like I don't remember watching documentaries like now on Netflix that you could watch about most mob guys, but like as a kid, like all I ever seen was the mob was Martin Scorsese movies, really.
And there's something so fucking cool about like the way it's portrayed in general, and just mob life as we know it, I guess, which is from largely the cinematic world.
I don't know. He made it kind of like he made it seem like I wanted,
like we were in that one.
Yeah, like I wanted to be in.
From what we've done,
Yeah, like if somebody asked me, like, hey, you want to join? I've seen Martin Scorsese. I think I'm in.
Yeah, exactly. No, but there's
have you guys heard of Boardwalk Empire?
Yes.
Yeah.
Steve Buscemi all day. That's
he actually directed one of the episodes for that show.
Well, he was like an executive producer on the show.
Ooh, wow.
I don't know.
Oh, cool.
I remember watching that show and then finding out Scorsese was involved. I'm like, wow, that makes sense, because it's like, imagine like Goodfellas or like Casino or one of his mob movies, but like stretched out as a TV show, and like all these different gangs and like political organizations vying for power and like these various places. And like the Capone is in the show. Like, it's Steve Buscemi plays the main character in the show. Like, it's an amazing crime show about like 1920s gangsters. It's so badass.
Yeah, dude. And since I've like finally gone through and watched some of these like movies that I've been told to watch my entire fucking life, like Goodfellas, I now like have just this deep passion and love for Joe Pesci. And I just want to protect him. And
now, did you watch The Irishman?
Not all of The Irishman. No, I can't say.
Oh my! Wait! So you started The Irishman and you didn't love it enough to finish it?
It's so long. I'm so sorry.
Let's just get it. Let's just get it out of the way. What 10 movies did you watch of him?
So
Good question.
I saw Taxi Driver.
Understandable.
Shutter Island. I saw Cape Fear, Mean Streets, Raging Bull, Goodfellas, The Departed, and I saw part of The Irishman.
So
and The Wolf of Wall Street.
I believe you went on to BuzzFeed.com and looked up best Martin Scorsese movies or top 10 Martin Scorsese movies. But no, they are good movies, and that's what, like, I know we were talking about, like, he seems notable for his mob movies, but he's also done a lot of good movies that don't involve the mob and just deal with like just mental patients, really.
Yeah, right.
Like Taxi Driver or Shutter Island.
Well, I think just his ability to like I feel like the movies that these critically acclaimed actors like Leo and fucking De Niro and all these people work in with him, like I feel like it's like some of their best acting. Like they just act so well with Scorsese. Like they just have this synergy, you know, like on screen, this like sexual chaotic energy, you know.
Wow, yeah, that's exactly.
Lets them harness the character exactly the way that, you know, that they both see fit. But seriously, there's like some crazy good acting in his movies that I've seen.
That's so true, because like a great director will get great performances out of his actors, no matter like how bad they are. Because like De Niro is a great example of that. De Niro used to be like an amazing actor because he worked with like all these great directors, and now he's like, every movie he's in, he's a fucking caricature of himself, and he does a De Niro impression in the fucking movie.
See, that's bad.
But then the Irishman comes along, and it's like, oh, De Niro can still act. I guess he's not a trash can of a human anymore. He's still got talent.
How dare you?
Yeah, like trash can of
a human. How fucking dare you?
After a while, have you seen the Meet the Parents franchise? Have you seen that?
No. Okay,
Meet the Parents.
What the fuck? That's hilarious.
Let's not throw his entire career to the fire because of a few side project type roles he's done.
No, like it's just a fact that he's become like a caricature of himself. A lot of actors, this has happened to a lot of actors. Like Al Pacino's a great example. It's not it is a bad thing, but I'm just saying, like,
you're ridiculous.
It shows that the director they work with, it matters a lot, you know?
I mean, maybe he wanted to do side stuff.
Yeah, God forbid if any actor wants to do any film. God forbid if they want to do any film, they should ask Bowden. They should ask Bowden.
They should at least, they should consult me. It's like, hey, what about this role? It's like, I know this role sounds pretty dorky and dumb, De Niro. Maybe pass on this one. Do you need the check, buddy?
Yeah, well, like, to let you guys know, there is a Martin Scorsese movie in the works featuring Jesse Plemons, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Robert De Niro. It was a book named Killers of the Flower Moon, and it's about the Assange murders and the birth of the FBI.
Wow, who are the Osage? Ashley, can you go into that a little bit more?
No, I have no idea. I was hoping you, Bowden, could...
Bowden!
Yikes. Oh, gosh.
He'll lecture about the Assange.
Yeah, the Assange was just like an old Native American tribe. That's what they are.
Yeah, of course. I was just about to say that before you rudely interrupted.
No, that was concise.
But yeah, I believe, let's hope, you know, Robert De Niro doesn't do a shit role according to Bowden.
No, but listen, going back through all of these movies, since Robert De Niro worked so heavily with Scorsese, like in his early career, it was kind of like me discovering Robert De Niro as an actor too, and kind of looking at, like, you know, who he is and who he was in like his early career, which is crazy because he was, I mean, a heartthrob and just the fucking man on the moon, dude. He was
growing up. What did you watch? Growing up, what did you watch? Like, what were you watching?
Why does that sound so like obnoxious? Was that a real like? What, like, did you even watch movies growing up, Chad?
What did you watch as a kid?
I'm gonna name every movie I've watched as a kid.
Like, what was your first Martin Scorsese movie you've ever seen?
That I've ever seen?
Did you like?
So, looking at the list right now, the first Scorsese film I know that I've seen was maybe The Wolf of Wall Street, and then I discovered who he was, and I put off Goodfellas for the longest time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I saw parts of Casino. I know I need to watch Casino, guys. Don't fucking.
I think Goodfellas was the first, and I remember like being captivated. Like as soon as I saw it, I was stuck to the screen. But like, what the fuck? Like, it made me want to join the mob, and I was, just in my house.
Yeah.
But like, I was like, I think I could do that. And then when it like, obviously the story goes down, I'm like, I don't know about all that. But yeah, like. I love Martin Scorsese, I guess.
Yeah, he's fucking great, dude. Let's grope his balls. Or what'd you say last week, Bowden? You suck. What'd you say about Quentin Tarantino?
That I would gargle his balls.
Yeah.
Just a callback to that beautiful moment.
Oh, and that, speaking of gargle, that's the trigger word for this week for the Bowden trivia. Where he asked Chase the one trivia question he has. All right, Chase, over to you. I feel like I sound like any character from Rick and Morty during the like commercial episodes, commercials, like the narrator, the commercial narrator. Yeah, and over to you now.
Yeah, first take.
What is the only Best Picture Oscar that Scorsese has ever won, Chase? What movie did he win it for?
The Departed.
The only one.
The Departed.
Okay, Best Director. What was it?
The Departed.
What an asshole.
Nine nominations, only one victory. It's insane he didn't win with half of the other movies. Insane.
Yeah, it's pretty absurd.
Yeah.
Because The Departed is my personal favorite.
But you always got to look back and see what films came out at that time. Like, a lot of the time they were going up against other great films.
Yeah, that is true.
True, how did Goodfellas lose? Like, what did Goodfellas lose to?
That's the thing. I don't know what it was going up against, but I don't know how it lost.
How did Wolf of Wall Street lose? What came out in 2013? I'm very curious now. That's his highest grossing movie for sure. I
have a question for you, Bowden. What do you think about Martin Scorsese on his views on the Marvel Universe?
I think you can mostly chalk it up to a fucking outdated old man who was born in the 1920s and his idea of a superhero was probably like a guy in overalls and long trousers who like boxed at the local bar. He's like that, like old Boxing Joe down at the Irish pub and waving his fists in the air. Like that's his like superhero. And so as long as he just keeps his mouth shut and just sticks to his, fucking
because Superman might
4-hour boring movies.
Are you fucking serious?
Spider-Man might swoop down and kick his ass.
As if the fucking like superhero franchise isn't completely boiled down to the same like few similar tropes in every movie. It's like
I'm sorry. Has Scorsese accomplished anything on the levels of coordination that Kevin Feige has accomplished with the Marvel Cinematic Universe of a massive
Scorsese doesn't
universe of movies of like a 10-year franchise of forming
you
movies
fucking
all
idiot.
in one universe.
You fucking idiot.
Characters coming together from different movies and oh my god, like that's an
wow,
epic
that's
cinematic
crazy.
feat.
Okay, so Scorsese is known to have strayed away from like the world of like blockbuster hits. He doesn't do that. He takes smaller budget movies and his own budget off his own money and shoots his R-rated shit. He shoots his R-rated shit. He shoots his R-rated movies, Bowden, because he doesn't give a fuck about that stupid bullshit that everyone loves and like that stupid shit. Nobody cares about all that. He shoots his cool fucking monster flicks.
Has a Marvel movie ever won an Oscar?
They should have.
Well, no, I'm just saying, have they ever won? Like, is there
I'm sorry, yeah.
that have
you know
won?
What? Sorry, it's not my fault that old white men don't really like superhero movies. Like, what are you going to do about it? Well,
I'm not saying Martin Scorsese. I'm not saying he picks who wins or not. I'm just saying that.
No, I mean the Academy. Like, the Academy are just a bunch of old white men. It's like hard to get. It's hard to get superhero movies in there. It's like only recently we started to see like actual representation.
Writing, right? Like there has
like
to
just
be
wasn't it just
writing.
last year? Just last year, Parasite won Best Direct. Like a foreign film from a foreign director finally won Best Picture. Like just
superhero
you know
movie
what I mean?
didn't.
I mean,
right?
Did you see Parasite? It's very well done.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like we're only finally seeing representation in the Oscars. Like recently, like black movies are winning more. It's like, you know, shit's getting recognized now finally because of, you know, woke culture finally getting in there.
So The Wolf of Wall Street lost actually to American Hustle.
Oh, I never saw American Hustle, so I can't say if it's better. It might be. I heard that's a good. Was that with Jennifer Lawrence and like Bradley Cooper and shit?
Yep. Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Amy Adams, I believe.
It might be good. I mean, yeah.
And Christian Bale was in it, I think.
Oh, okay, cool. Let's find out who Goodfellas was up against. I'm curious about that because that's another big Scorsese movie. Gangs of New York wasn't that well loved, so I can see why that would have lost.
Now, did you know during Raging Bull that Martin Scorsese was addicted to coke, and Robert De Niro helped him kick it?
During what movie?
Raging Bull.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why that character was made in that way, because Jake LaMotta is a monster.
Yeah, there's like something that I guess what is it? Robert De Niro like really put everything into that role, like for him to help him kick it, like basically, like helped him throughout.
Now, was he addicted or was he just having a fun time back in the 70s? You know,
supposedly he was like super addicted. I mean, think about it, Money,
or back in the 80s.
You know, because it came out. Yeah, that came out in the 80s. A few multiple years after his first movie Mean Streets, so I'm sure he made, you know, a few bucks. I'm sure he was able to supply his own habit without any, or maybe it was going down a bad hill, you know, he was just going in a spiral for a few years, who knows.
Okay, so Goodfellas lost I'll let you guess in this lineup what it lost to. I'll read all of them. Goodfellas, Reversal of Fortune, The Godfather Part 3, Avalon, and Dancing with Wolves.
Oh, Dancing with Wolves won.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. That's Kevin Costner, I think.
Yeah, yep. That was his, like, yeah.
Yeah, I remember, Dancing with Wolves is like a good movie, but I should not have beat Goodfellas. That's insane. We got to do like a Oscars episode that isn't we'll do the Oscars this year later, but we should do an Oscars episode where we talk about what movies should have won their awards and stuff. Because man, shit gets robbed.
I think they're called best
robbed.
Losers.
Yeah, like
best
Uncut
losers.
Gems, getting robbed.
Whoa, wait a minute. What was that Uncut Gems? That's 2019, bro. He lost to Parasite. That's robbed to you.
And Joker. I mean, Joker would have beaten it if.
I mean, to not even be in. Like, come on.
That is crazy.
It wasn't nominated?
No. Like, to not even be nominated is pretty...
Hold on. Let me look up who else was nominated, because that probably should have been nominated. That was a really well-directed movie, so Best Director Best Picture.
Yeah, Best Picture.
You know what? Best Director, I could see it being nominated for, but Best Picture, I don't know, because they did cast they didn't cast a great main character for that movie necessarily. You know, Adam Sandler fell a little flat for me.
Honestly, who's your favorite superhero?
Superman, for sure.
Yeah? It's like, who's your Superman?
Boring. He's like the white bread.
Okay.
Superman is the white bread.
Hold on. No. Hold on. Let's go down this line. I'm curious where Ashton's taking this, because that was quite a pivot. Okay. My Superman, I don't really have, like Henry Cavill's cool, but his movies, like, aren't really Superman-y. They're just kind of action movies. But I like Henry Cavill.
Like a lot of the comic movies these days.
Henry Cavill.
Right.
We need to protect with our lives.
So wait, what was this line of logic you were going down, Ashley? Because I said,
"Oh no, I was just filling in while Chase looked up your questions."
Wait, what? Oh, the Goodfellas.
I forgot what I was looking up. I closed out of the tab, actually.
Yeah, what were you looking
up? Who Uncut Gems? Why Uncut Gems wasn't nominated?
Oh, was it? Yeah, who else was nominated for that?
What year was that? So 2020 awards.
Chase also said some pretty blasphemous shit there about Superman. Any viewers listening, just disregard Chase. He doesn't understand Superman as a character.
But if you're a fan of Martin Scorsese, as soon as we mentioned comic books, you would have already turned the episode off.
Wow. What do you mean, the viewer?
Yeah.
Nah, they definitely respect my view, and they were. I know that if the viewers, if they've watched every episode by now, they would have been like, "Bowden, jump in, defend the MCU, go, go, go," and then I would have jumped in like a fucking hero, almost like a superhero, you could say, to defend the MCU against Scorsese.
Yeah.
So 2019, it was Parasite, Ford versus Ferrari, Joker, Marriage Story, and The Irishman.
Yeah, Uncut Gems ain't got room. Sorry,
Marriage Story was so fucking good.
Yeah,
I saw all of those except
that's what I
Irishman.
remembered is that Martin Scorsese was in there and he lost.
Yeah, you know what? If anything, they could switch out The Irishman for Uncut Gems, and it would be okay. But
what else was up there? What else was there?
Ford versus Ferrari.
Yeah, get that
Marriage
out
Story.
Of there. Get that out of there. Put Uncut Gems.
No. That was an amazing movie. So much better than Uncut Gems. Come on.
God,
you guys see Marriage Story? Just real quick. Adam Driver.
Yeah, I saw Marriage Story and I thought that should have been in there. That shit was so good.
It's so good, dude. I love
it.
And
you know what?
Scarlett.
You know what? Marriage Story sparks an interesting conversation in that, is Adam Driver a dreamboat? Because some women would say no, but some women adamantly say yes, that he's very hot.
I'm actually going to tap into this one real quick. Adam Driver is 100% a certified dreamboat.
Yeah, I'm not going to comment on that.
Why not, Ashton?
No comment from Ashton.
No comment.
Okay. I'd say he's definitely a handsome man. You know.
For sure.
Are we talking about Adam Driver here?
Ashton, your take?
Elaborate.
I'll be honest. Kylo Ren, he was good. He played a good role. I like him. My favorite role was with him in Channing Tatum. I forget.
Wow.
I can't think.
In Logan Lucky.
Logan
Lucky. Oh, that was such a nice pull, Ashton. That's a great movie. I liked that movie, Logan Lucky. Yeah. Chase, you should watch that. It's got Adam Driver in it.
Yeah, I'll hard pass on that.
Maybe we should get back to your favorite director, Chase.
So, actually, let's just talk about the favorite movies here now. What is your guys' favorite movie from my favorite director, Martin Scorsese?
Well, my favorite...
Ashton, what is yours?
My favorite acting role of Martin Scorsese.
He's also an actor.
Yes, a lot of people don't know, but he's actually been featured in Curb the Enthusiasm, Entourage, so many different shows and movies.
Ashton, you were pivoting. You were pivoting more than a fucking figure skater.
Oh yeah,
episode,
for sure,
bro.
For sure. But my favorite,
you just performed like a triple axel of a pivot right there.
All I'm saying is that he's been in multiple acting roles as well as directing and writing.
So diverse.
I would say my favorite acting role of his is Shark Tale with Will Smith when he plays the consigliere of Robert De Niro, the main shark, and Big Boss guy. I forget what his name is.
Once again, just a fantastic representation of how this man can make a group of actors come together for a phenomenal feature. And Shark Tales, what a great movie.
It's an amazing movie. I love how they bring in the mob to the underwater. It's nice. It's a beautiful movie, especially Will Smith, amazing role.
His depiction of mob life underwater is definitely,
it's extraordinary. It's extraordinary. But my favorite.
Wait, hold on. You said a word there. You said he's the consigliere of
consigliere.
Now wait. Now isn't that a guy that works in a hotel?
No, that's the concierge or something.
Concierge?
Isn't that the Italian word for concierge?
I don't think so. Maybe. Could be. But
it might be the hotel where that they go up, that massive floor that they go up on where he's finally made it.
Can you imagine getting to go to work and being like, yeah, I'm a concierge. That's my job title.
But I don't think you know Italian, so I highly doubt you even know
I'm a consigliere. That's
I've learned a lot of Italian based on just watching Scorsese.
Oh, yeah, Ugash. Sure.
That's
part of me thinks he actually ran a crime syndicate at one point in his life.
No, he probably just watched and just was sitting there with his little notepad,
taking notes.
Yeah,
watching outside his house.
All right, so Bowden, what's your favorite Scorsese film? Go.
Definitely The Wolf Wall Street.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
It's a fantastic movie. It's nonstop entertainment in that movie. There is not a wasted minute that I can think of that you can remove from that movie and be like, okay, you could shorten the runtime and maybe make it more streamlined. No, it's all useful. It's all entertaining. It's all amazing.
And it's 3 hours long.
Yeah.
which
it doesn't even feel 3 hours too. Those are the best movies. The best movies in the world are the movies that are like 3 hours or 3.5 hours, and you don't feel it the whole time.
Yeah, like
and you never check the runtime.
Yeah, and it's arguably the best or funniest or most entertaining performance I've ever seen from Leonardo DiCaprio. Like easily, I felt like that role was so fucking fun for him. I feel like his like,
oh hell yeah,
his like friendliness with Jonah Hill on set too. Like everyone was so good together. It was so great. Like the way it was edited was phenomenal. Yeah, it's like one of my favorite movies of all time. So that's a good choice. Ashton, do you actually have a favorite? I'm assuming it's Goodfellas.
Yes, of course. It's a movie that he wrote and directed.
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah,
I believe Wolf of Wall Street he adapted probably from the book of Jordan Belfort. But no, there was somebody who already wrote the screenplay. But
yeah, you just got to adapt it from his life. That's really all you got to do there. But I mean, it still takes skill to direct it, and like,
yeah, of course, no,
yeah, he's still
absolutely
amazing writer.
But I love it. Yeah, I love his writing, and I think Goodfellas is my favorite
for sure. Mine's The Departed, of course. But it's so fucking hard to choose after seeing all these movies and thinking about it. My literal on Letterboxd, my top it shows my top 4 favorite movies. My top 2 are literally The Wolf of Wall Street and The Departed. The Departed's number 1.
No,
those are literally so
The Departed,
good.
Do you know
interchangeable.
Do you know who wrote that? I have no idea, but I know that he just directed it. I don't know who wrote that. And like what else?
He did not write it. He just directed it.
Yeah, because I wonder what else.
Who wrote the screenplay?
Yeah, the writer of The Departed. I wonder what else he's done.
Oh, that's actually interesting.
William Monahan. He's from Boston.
Obviously,
he's from Boston. You know what? I bet that if he's from Boston, I bet he like probably came up with this and wrote the script and was like shopping it around and like. I wonder what the story is there. Maybe it fell into Scorsese's lap, and he's like, "Oh God, please, Scorsese, pick this shit up. This is my passion. This is my fucking dream project here. Living in Boston.
You think everybody sounds like that?
You piece of shit.
From Boston, yeah, everyone sounds like Mark Wahlberg.
They don't. That's like specifically like
it's almost a fact. It's almost like a fact.
No, that's like specifically.
I wish. I only wish.
Hey, we're going down to Fenway Park to get a dog. Gotta kill Bassett, but it's
so bad. So bad.
Dude, fucking I wish Mark Wahlberg actually had more airtime though. That's my only wish. Only thing I could change about the movie or add. Mark Wahlberg just a few more minutes on there. His character was amazing.
No, I mean let's be honest, Mark Wahlberg's not a good actor, so like
how dare you?
So if you can limit his runtime, keep the time that he's in the movie short.
Mark Wahlberg's a good actor.
He's a great actor.
What are you talking about?
What? Am I in fucking Narnia? Is this opposite day?
The Fighter? You haven't seen The Fighter?
You'd literally rather watch something like Narnia than watch. It's understandable. Like you watch superhero stuff, all that stuff.
I mean, have you seen The Happening?
Is that the only movie you reference?
Is that
as if an actor can't make a bad movie ever, and then they're a bad actor forever now.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, it's so crazy.
Like he's just. Have you seen the
very
Transformers
biased and
movies?
Opinionated.
How about
very very rude, honestly.
I mean, like it's like well known that like Boogie Nights is his big role where he's good in, and then it's just been like he's kind of just been Mark Wahlberg the whole time.
I highly doubt that.
That's disgusting, but Ted, a fantastic movie. The Fighter, the other guys.
Like he did serviceable, but he's not like he's not a great actor at all.
He's a pretty good actor.
He's a good actor.
Agree to disagree.
He was in Basketball Diaries again, like our sports movie.
You can't say he was in The Departed though. In The Departed though, you can't say we all saw the movie. You can't say he wasn't amazing in that movie. Him and Alec Baldwin on screen.
Have you not seen Four Brothers?
Matt Damon. I've not seen Four Brothers.
Four Brothers is amazing with Mark Wahlberg. He doesn't play Mark Wahlberg. There's one movie that I can't think of what it is, but he basically plays this like boyfriend and ends up like being just a psychopath. Like he plays a real sicko. So it's pretty cool.
I like that he makes hamburgers now.
Oh yeah, the Wahlburgers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sell like hotcakes.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. It's a movie called Fear, It's a psychological thriller that he plays in 1996.
Interesting.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Can people like come up with better movie titles in this world? Like every now and then I'll
Avengers Endgame 3.
Often I see bad movie titles and I'm just like, Jesus, could you be a little bit more creative?
Thor,
with some
and then another
ideas
word after.
here?
Thor,
Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3.
Shield.
What are you talking about? Like what? It's the name of him.
Justice League, Battle of the Three Horses.
You can't say like if the title is the name of the main character, you can't really just call it a bad title name. Like Jerry Maguire, is that a bad
I just
name?
fucking did.
It's pretty bad. No, like don't get me wrong, Avengers, but then they go Avengers Endgame. Like, okay, you could have just
that's a great title.
You could have just sticked with Avengers 5 or Avengers 6, Avengers.
But that's a little boring. Like, why not just? It's like one subtitled word. It's not like a long sentence for a subtitle. It's just Avengers Endgame,
Infinity War. Like, they're kind of basic, don't you think? They're like
basic names. Yeah,
basic
but like
basic stuff, baby stuff.
But like, is it as basic as this like scary movie? Let's call it Fear.
I think
spooky.
I'm trying to think of a shit psychological thriller because even that takes better writing.
How about like American Psycho? That's a great title for a great movie.
Amazing. You don't know what's going on in there. All you think American Psycho, maybe America is Psycho. Think about it. It doesn't tell you exactly what the movie's about. Like Avengers Endgame. Like, it's the end.
Goodfellas, great title.
Goodfellas, great title.
Goodfellas, Casino, Gangs of New York, The Aviator, Shutter Island. We didn't even talk about Shutter Island that much. Shutter Island, holy shit.
Great movie. Did you see that movie?
It's just, he can write anything. That's why I love him so much, guys. Coming back to it, he can.
What do you mean he can write anything? What does that mean?
He can write anything. He wrote.
What does that mean?
He wrote Cape Fear, which is a great psycho thriller. I wish he would do another one. He just writes such good crime dramas and just tale. Kundun was. I want to watch that one. I don't know if I said that right at all. That could have been very offensive, but it was like a biographical film about like the 14th Dalai Lama. He's written a lot of shit. The Aviator.
He wrote it.
He did gang shit in it.
He did a documentary named Italian American.
No, go ahead, Asher.
Like that was the title. Like I know we were talking about titles real quick. I'll get the last one out. He made like no spaces Italian American the documentary.
It's and it sold like fire, like fucking bread, didn't it?
I do not know. I haven't seen it.
Yeah. It's called No Spaces Italian. What is it?
No, like it's just Italian American, one word.
Oh,
like beautiful.
It's almost like
I'm sorry. Was that a rebuttal as to like he comes up with good titles or something?
No, I know we were just go on to what you were saying, Bowden. God damn it, Jesus Christ!
Wow, I'm just saying he doesn't always write good stuff, guys. Let's not gargle this man's balls too, because Tarantino got it enough last week, and he well deserved, by the way. But like, have you guys ever seen After Hours?
No, I don't have to.
You don't have to? Well, I urge you not to.
It's probably good.
It's okay. I'll give it. It's an okay movie, but it's not great. Turns out he's a flawed man.
when you're like your average star rating is like a solid 4. You know what I mean? Or hovers around a 4. You're a good director.
I would take Martin Scorsese over A Foot Fetish.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good. It's a good thing that A Foot Fetish can't direct movies, so that's good.
Yeah, but when somebody is throwing it in movies a lot, you kind of think low on them.
A lot? Like a small reference?
It actually directs me, Bowden, from the movie to the door where I walk out. Because I don't want to watch Foot Fetish on screen.
Listen, we don't want to start comparing fucking Scorsese to Tarantino because you're gonna lose this.
Because you're gonna lose, buddy.
Technically, Martin Scorsese has way more cred. I'm sure Quentin Tarantino has some type of inspiration from Martin Scorsese. Like, I highly doubt that he's like gone. Like Quentin Tarantino's younger, so I highly doubt he's gone through his whole career. It's saying Martin Scorsese, like I'm better. Or any of that. I'm sure they all take.
I'm pretty sure he's on the record by calling Scorsese a hack.
No,
partisan hack.
Get out of here! Did he?
That's not true.
No, and he didn't. He's probably.
Yeah, look at this.
They've complimented one another.
We're just. What is this? Just TMZ now.
We're just a fucking tabloid at this point, guys. Yep. What are we doing?
Sowing discourse.
We're just a fucking gossip rag. God damn it.
definitely, definitely a great director. I think.
Yeah, I think generally,
one of my favorite films ever, Goodfellas, is definitely in my top 5. So,
oh my god, for sure,
he's definitely an amazing director. Amazing of top 5 films of my ever.
One of your top 5 favorite films of all time?
Yeah, deservedly. Goodfellas,
I can't release that yet.
Oh man, listen, I like Goodfellas, but that's like a movie I saw once and I didn't really need to watch that shit.
I've seen that movie easily 25,
Bowden has
30
no other action. Bowden has
times.
Bowden has no other room. Bowden has no other room in his top 5 because the first 5 are filled with the first 3 Iron Man and the first 2 Thor movies, and he has to actually make 5 of the top 5.
Yeah, there are a lot of movies vying for my top 5. It's a very comfy place to be.
Oh yeah, because I got to think about it. I take a lot of when I was watching these films and stuff. Like I watched this film when I was maybe 8, 10. I watched this.
We lived together, Ashton, when The Wolf of Wall Street actually first came out.
And then the amount of times I've seen Wolf of Wall Street is ridiculous.
Hundreds of times. Maybe not hundreds. I feel like
I thought we were watching it every day.
Yeah, it was on repeat.
Our roommate was I'm pretty sure he replayed that just chain smoking cigarettes, thinking he was going to start stockbroking.
Yeah. It's inspirational to say the least.
Yeah. But yeah, amazing.
He's in my top 5 for sure. He's one of my favorites. We'll see how it goes. I want to see his next movie, Killers of the Flower Moon. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Killers on the Flower Moon or of the Flower Moon?
Mm-hmm.
He's got some white hair. Did we discuss that at all?
Yeah.
Did we just gloss over that?
Ted Danson too, dude. Have you seen Ted Danson's hair?
His hair is white as hell, bro. Is Ted Danson the guy in The Good Place?
The Good Place, yes.
Okay, just checking. That's Ted Danson. Yeah, he's got very white hair.
Yeah. But
I think it's a good place to cut it. Sweet. Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you want to tweet at us and let us know what you thought. If you disagree with Bowden for any of the stupid shit he said, that's great. Just tweet right at him or right at our Twitter, at the Film Knobs, or at our personals. Mine is at Certainly Chase. Bowden's is at Just Bowden. Did he change it again? Is it still that one?
Nope, it's still at Just Bowden.
Sweet. Follow me and Bowden on Letterboxd. Mine is at Chase TM. Bowden's is at Bowden, where we, catalog our movies. I have some of my Scorsese list is on there right now. What movies I have of his in order, and my Tarantino list since last week. I actually finally compiled into a list, Bowden, if you want to check that out. I don't know if I told you yet.
Ooh, I'm going to have to.
And that's it. Ashton actually doesn't have any social media or anything because, as we all know, he likes to live off the grid. He lives somewhere in a forest or something.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever seen The Pursuit of Happiness by chance. Pretty good movie, directed by an Italian director. It's actually based partly on Ashton's life. Ashton ended up being a consultant on the film. In fact, that bathroom scene, that heart-wrenching bathroom scene, Ashton pulled that right from his own life. But it didn't quite go that way in real life. It was a little different in the movie because we needed the PG rating, so we had to take out how it actually ended. But let's just say it ended in a little bit of a kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no!
Jesus! Shout out to Will Smith, the best actor of all time.
Scorsese, come on the show.